In this video, I'll be talking about some passive income tips for 2018. I myself make quite a bit of passive income. Usually, I'm ranging around right now, still kind of in that range of like $500 to $600 per month. And most of my passive income's focused around YouTube. So I like to share this stuff with you guys because it really does have quite a bit to do with what my channel is about, which is really about like the stock market and investing and personal finance, just really anything that has to do with money. And I think this, really ties into that pretty well. And I think, some of you guys enjoyed this as well. And it kind of like gets a good break in between some of the other content that I put out on my channel. But other than that, getting right into the video, some passive income tips. Now, obviously, all of my passive income is really only focused around one main thing, and that's pretty much just YouTube and social media. And I'm going to give some tips on how I came to get my passive income and how you might as well too. And when people think of passive income, a lot of people, when they Google it or look it up, they're trying to think like a sort of like a get rich quick thing, or really how to make money really easily without putting in any effort at all. But with all passive income, the difference between active income is that with passive income, you usually have to put in a decent amount of effort at one point in time, but the thing that's passive about it is that you continue to make money off of it in the future. And like YouTube, for example, a lot of the money that I get every single month from ad revenue on YouTube, some of these videos I posted like months and months ago, but they're still getting in views and they're still kind of relevant in the searches. So a lot of people are watching them, a lot of people are viewing the ads, so I'm still getting money from them, even though I'm not constantly re-editing that same video or re-uploading that same video or something like that. But obviously I do upload new videos to just keep the content rolling, but to hopefully get more passive income in the future. But at the same time, a pretty strong amount of my passive income actually comes from things that happened in the past. So some tips overall with really how I started off with passive income. One person that really helped me a lot with that and watching some of his content online was Gary Vaynerchuk. And one of his biggest, I don't know if I want to say opinions, one of his biggest thoughts about making money in 2018 and really how to make money online in terms of passive income is to really find something you really enjoy or you're really passionate about, or maybe even something you're an expert about, and just go ahead and talk about that and share your knowledge or share your skills or really just share your opinion with people online in some sort of form. And I chose YouTube, I chose video form, but there's a whole lot of other forms out there that you could do, whether it be blogs or on Instagram through pictures or photos, or on maybe some other form of social media website like Facebook, Twitter, whatever it might be. I mean, I really think it's not as complicated as people try to make it with passive income. A lot of people think you're going to download some app and you're going to click a few buttons and then automatically just start getting passive income. I don't know. There's been a lot of scam looking apps out there that's done that, but to be completely honest, guys, that's not what this video is at all. Those ideas and downloading some app or taking surveys don't actually get you a lot of passive income. But I really don't even agree with drop shipping or things like that either. I think those are a little bit more not realistic, and I think the people trying to promote that sort of stuff are, once again, I say this on my channel a bit about other channels out there, they're making more money off of you selling courses to you about drop shipping rather than actually making that money from drop shipping itself. So that's one way I don't think passive income is very good. But like I was saying before, sort of getting off track here, I think a big way to get passive income, which is pretty much directly from Gary Vaynerchuk, I really got this from him. I myself was trying to figure out a way to not necessarily bring in extra income because I was making enough money for what I needed right now, but I was trying to figure out a way, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? What are some ways that I will make money eventually later on in life? And what are some things that I could do now to try to build something that will help me possibly in the future, like this YouTube channel? And what Gary Vaynerchuk really promoted, and he wasn't necessarily calling it passive income, but that's really what it is like I was saying before, exactly what my YouTube channel is, really trying to build an audience online through whatever medium you want, just simply talking about what you enjoy doing or what you're an expert in or what you're pretty good in, something like that. Now, a couple tips on how to do that, because it's pretty easy to say that, but I think it's a little bit more difficult to go ahead and do that. Some tips for that, guys, is one thing that I started doing in order to help passive income during the day. I sort of try to do better time management. Kind of figured out, for example, just tomorrow maybe go ahead and try to write down on your phone, just type it in your notepad or type it in your calendar. Be like, what did I do all day for every single hour? Try to look at what you're doing and see if there's some things that you can cut out. For example, I still do this quite a bit. I play like way too many video games, but if I start cutting stupid stuff like that down, that's really not helping me at all. Not that doing that is necessarily stupid, because there's a lot of people out there that make a lot of money off, you know, video games, like Look at Ninja and all those Fortnite streamers right now. But that was something that wasn't really helping me at all. Wasn't really bringing a whole lot of money. Yeah, sure, it was fun for the short term, but really didn't leave any lasting effect, and it's not really helping at all. So rather than doing stuff like that, I cut that down a little bit each day, and then I started doing things that were helping me and, you know, were benefiting me for the better. Not only making YouTube videos like I'm doing right now, but also doing things like researching stocks, reading stock market articles, watching educational YouTube videos on it, listening to podcasts, things like that. And some other things I think also really helped me with passive income, kind of like what I was saying before, just simply substituting things out in your life for like more positive, like beneficial things. Like for example, rather than listening to music in the car, I listen to podcasts. I listen to people talk about, you know, stock market investing. I also listen to earnings reports even sometimes. So I think doing things like that, like little tiny things like that, even something super simple like just not listening to music in your car rather than listening to something else, can really help out a lot. Even audiobooks could be a great way to go with that. Some other tips on how you can get passive income in 2018 and how I do as well is, you know, really just sort of be able to, I don't know how to put this more, but you know, it's great to have active income. Like I still have passive active income. Like I really need it to put bread on the table. But really think about, you know, what would you rather be doing with your life? You know, if you had some sort of dream job, like what would it be? Or if you had some sort of dream passion, what would it be? I mean, maybe it's not necessarily super realistic, or maybe it's not, I don't know, something that you think you might not be able to monetize. But I promise, regardless of what you do or what you want to do, if you're interested in it, there are probably a lot of other people out there who are also interested in it as well. I'm sure there's people out there who would like to listen to you or would like to read what you have to say about it. You know, look at what pictures you're drawing, whatever it might be. You know, there's a ton of different mediums that you can use with that. I just chose YouTube, but you know, I know myself, like I personally, you know, originally went to business school. I thought I was going to go down that path with finance and things like that. I really didn't like it at all. Even though it seems pretty practical, you know, it was probably a pretty realistic job to go to business school, get my MBA, you know, go work for some investing firm or some bank or something like that. But it wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. And, you know, I was still super interested in that stuff. I just didn't want to sit behind a desk all day and, you know, take orders from someone above me or something like that, you know, get into that rat race type of thing. So rather than turning it into a functional, normal job like most people might, I chose to go a little bit different of a route with that. And right now it's bringing in quite a bit of passive income because realistically, you know, if I'm, let's say, done with school in a year or two, trying to get that same job, maybe I'll be making more money off of this even than I would be from those other routes. But other than that, guys, that's it for this video. Just some passive income tips. And just so you know, these tips I think are a little bit more realistic than other people out there that try to suggest passive income ideas. I think a YouTube channel is a great way to go, or even a blog could be a great way to go as well. You know, just talk about what you like doing, put it on some sort of medium, and if you are interested in it, and you know, if you're doing a decent job putting out content, I think other people are going to listen as well. But other than that, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, definitely consider heading over to my channel and consider subscribing. Like I said, I talk about money, investing, stock market, really anything that has to do with personal finance. So if you're interested in anything like that, like I said, definitely consider subscribing. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching.